Hmm. Okay, this is maxilla. This is the anterior maxilla and the posterior maxilla. I'll just explain you the anatomical structures which is very important in the maxilla. So this is anterior maxilla. This is your nasal floor. This is your nasal floor from canine to canine. This is the nasal floor. So while placing the implant, you have to take the measurement from the crest till the nasal floor. So whatever the measurement you get, maybe you may get 20 mm, 20 mm or 23 mm, you can reduce 1 or 2 mm and place the implant. For anterior maxilla, I always prefer go for BCS, that is bicortical screws. You have seen the design of the BCS, right? How the implant will be. BCS is always better in the basal implantology. So you will feel the kind of bone only after starting your osteotomy. Okay, if during the osteotomy, if you feel good bone is there with the pilot drill, if you feel the hardness, go for the next drill, or otherwise the pilot drill is enough. So then you go for the placement of the implant. This is anterior maxilla. No need to worry about anatomical structures of importance like any artery or nerve, something like that. So no issues here. You can place it easily in the anterior maxilla. When you come to the posterior aspect, so from this is second premolar till the tuberosity area, can you see? You can see in this skull, it's the kind of bone how it is visible now. It's a kind of a cancellous kind of bone. It's not a good bone for placement of implant. There will be maxillary sinus here. The floor of the maxillary sinus runs like this, till it will go till the tip of the canine sometimes. Till the tip of the canine, the anterior border will go till the tip of the canine. Okay, here it crosses the distal root of second molar. Okay, it goes posteriorly like this. Okay, so this is the anterior border of the maxillary sinus. This is the posterior border of the maxillary sinus, and here comes the floor of the maxillary sinus. Most of the time in atrophic maxilla, the distance between the floor and the crest is very less. Sometimes it will be less than 4 mm also. During such patients, you cannot place conventional implant also. That is through indirect technique. Even though through the indirect technique, you cannot place conventional implants. So what we do in basal implantology, we don't touch this area from second premolar till the second molar where there is a less bone to place the implant. We will make use of the bone available anterior in the anterior wall of the maxillary sinus, and the posterior wall of the maxillary. In the anterior wall of the maxillary sinus, you get a good cortical bone here. Can you see? You get a good cortical bone here. Okay. You can place the implant in the first premolar or the canine region. You have to tilt a little bit the direction that is towards the nasal floor. You place the implant properly, then you bend the the abutment to the occlusion later on. You can bend that implant since it's a titanium grade 5 implant. It's bendable and it's flexible also. Okay. In the posterior wall, what we do is we go through the tuberosity of the maxilla. Osteotomy is through the tuberosity of the maxilla. That is, you go through the distal root of the second molar. So you should go along the distal root of the second molar. Okay, start drilling from there. You will enter the tuberosity, go in the posterior wall of the maxillary sinus. Sometimes you enter the maxillary sinus also in the posterior wall, and you will exit the posterior wall of the maxillary sinus. Such implants are called as tuberopterygoid implants. PTA implants, we call it as PTA. That's called as tuberopterygoid implants. So later on, you have to engage little more. It will go and engage in the lateral pterygoid plate. Okay, so this is the lateral pterygoid plate. From the tuberosity, if you go here, so it will go and engage in the pterygoid plate here. This is the medial pterygoid, and this is the lateral pterygoid. If you drill it here, it will go here. This is a very good cortical bone. It's a kind of a D1 kind of bone. If you can engage properly in this area, it will be very good and you will get great stability. Same thing holds good on both the sides, here and here. So this is the maxillary. Little explanation about your anatomical structures and how to place the pterygoid implant. Okay.